Asta, start playing the video. Asta, could you share your sound?
So on.
Good evening, everyone present here, as well as those viewing this live on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us. These 2 days have been a whirlwind of activities, starting with fierce rap battles, dance duets, scientific debates, a war of wit, to fun games, impersonations, and so much more. We hope that this fest was able to transform the drab of lockdown life into a lively experience that you all can cherish. Really capture that school fest atmosphere that we all know and love. Having said that, I would like to invite our principal, Mrs. Mukherjee, to say a few words. Ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. All things come to an end, even the good ones. So this is the curtain down time for my 2020, and I'm sure that in the last 48 hours, 36 to 48 hours, all these things that you had been participating in, they have been exciting, maddening, amazing, frustrating, and of course fun. And I'm sure that all of you are completely drained out now. And all of you are secretly hoping that all your schools are going to consider an off tomorrow. Yes, am I right? Can I see a thumbs up on that? If I'm right, and a serious head shaking if I'm not right. Okay, I've got my answer. Well, some things don't change. Thank goodness they don't change. And similar to that statement, you will not get an off. I don't think any of the heads are considering that. But Maestri 2020 has been a lot of firsts. Um, Virtual Interschool Fest, check. Crossing the city boundaries, check. Completely student-led and student-managed, check. It's so wonderful to witness all of you overcoming the difficulties and the discomfort of these present times and coming together on various virtual platforms to celebrate the spirit of friendship, the spirit of Maitri. I thank the 400 plus participants from 14 schools for their enthusiasm, creativity, and sheer brilliance in some of the activities. I have watched all the YouTube uploads, and I don't know about the results, but I saw some real serious talent out there. My personal favorites were Mic Drop and End Note. Well, please don't forget to pass on my thanks to your quote unquote awesome principals. Please remember that it is because they nodded in affirmative that you are able to participate and we are able to host an event. I'm so proud of Team MHS. The core group led by our head girl Mayuki and deputy head girl Astha and all the various committee members, so many of you working tirelessly, dauntlessly, um, defeating the dimension of time and energy. Bravo, Team MHS. I know most of the stories, and what I don't know, I don't want to know. But all that I want to say is that all of you stepped up to the plate in ways that were far, far beyond expectations. So, really, really, we are so overwhelmed. On your behalf, I'd like to thank Mrs. Mitro, your guardian angel slash agony aunt, and the designated co-curricular coordinator of MHS. Thank you, Shomali, on behalf of the girls, and thank you to all your team members too, the teacher team members. So now let's move on to what we have been waiting for, the results. All of you girls and boys, stay safe, stay with a smile, and over to you, Mayuki and Asta now.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. I would like to say, taking from what Mrs. Mukherjee said, that it's been a fest of firsts and it's been a real learning experience for all of us, for the organizers who had never tackled something like a virtual fest, let alone of this magnanimity, and hopefully for the participants too. We move on to the most awaited element of any fest, because virtual or not, as Mrs. Mukherjee said, some things never change, the prize distribution ceremony. I would like to remind all of you that the aim of May 2020 was not to see who are the winners and who are the losers. It is to celebrate this new normal, and it is to perhaps uh, see the start of so many new friendships and open up avenues for all of the participants. This having been said, without further ado, we will move on to the prize distribution ceremony. Asta, if you could screen share the PPT, please.
Yeah, started the screen share.
Right, so we'll move on with our first event. Before we do, we like to request everybody else to keep their mics on mute, just so that there is no technical interference over here. So our first event, we start with End Note, which is our music event. So in what happened was we had a tie, and since there's a tie for the second place, we have no third position. We have two people getting second, and then of course the coveted first position. So in second place we have Don Bosco School Park Circus. All of you are most welcome to use the virtual applause. I never thought I would have to say this, but please, virtual applause. So we have DBPC represented by Ovinandan Chakraborty, Ayushman Ghosh, Trideep Das, and Yashovardhan Samdhani. Congratulations. Also in second position, we have Mahadevi Birla World Academy, represented by Pragya Shore, Rohini Datta, Kashish Gupta, and Anushka Nandi. And in first position, we have Vasant Valley School, represented by Leila Alva, Zaira Singh, Tabir Bhullar, Adi Jain, and Prithvi Oak. We move on to our next event, Guess Who, a quiz event curated to suit the likes of modern technology. So, in second position for Guess Who, we have again Vasant Valley School, represented by Advaita Sehgal, Uday Aman Chopra, and Mehek Anand. And in first position, we have the host school, Modern High School for Girls, represented by Isha Jain, Radhika Mitra, and Shinjana Ghosh. We move on to a sports event which we were highly unsure of how to pull off online, but due to the efforts of our team, we managed to somehow. So we have home team, and in third position we have yet again Vasant Valley School, represented by Naz Gill, Raisa Ila Panda, Yeshan Mohanpuri, and Prithvi Mehta. In second position, we have the literal home team, Modern High School for Girls, represented by Naomi Mogrelia, Rishita Beheti, Sharonna Mondol, and Suhani Matalia. And in first position, a team who really pulled themselves up from the first round, Don Bosco Park Circus, represented by Dylan Haukip, Priyanshu Mukherjee, Krish Goenka, and Wanhar Aziz. Congratulations. We next move on to Hot Clues, a gaming event with an app which, thanks to the effort of Iti Agarwal and her team, we managed to get off the ground despite some last minute technical glitches. So in third position for Hot Clues, we have Rukmani Birla Modern High School, represented by Anushka Gupta and Manasvi Agarwal. In second position, we have Lakshmipat Singhania Academy, represented by Shagun Fokla and Khushbu Gupta. And in first position, we have South City International School, represented by Anushka Dev and Saisha Mukherjee. We next move on to incentivize. This event took place today, and after a grueling question answer session, we have some results for you. So, in third position, we have Loreto House, represented by Tanika Punjabi, Mehnaz Afreen, and Harshita Saini. In second position, we have Lakshmipat Singhania Academy, represented by Aryaman Jain, Shubham Agarwal, and Jagrit Agarwal. And in first position, we have RBMHS, Rukmani Birla Modern High School, represented by Anchit Agrawal, Paridhi Goyal, and Samarth Lodha. Right, we move on to our dance duet, which was a combination of dance as well as video editing to pull together something which hadn't been seen before. So for In Sync, in third position, we have Don Bosco Park Circus, represented by Vedant Birla, Yash Saraugi, and Ishan Sara. In second position, and I must say this was a very, very, very close call between first and second, we have Rukmani Birla Modern High School. So, represented by Gaurisha Sharma and Bhavya Jain. And in first position, we have the sister school, Modern High School for Girls, represented by Nilakshi Mukherjee, Ishita Saraf, Rashi Hamirwasia, and Rishika Agarwal. Next, we move on to perhaps the event which most people tuned into, which most people watched with bated breath, which people are awaiting and are awaiting the results of. Mic drop. In second position, and I think this deserves a drum roll because of how close it was, we have Modern High School, represented by Muskan Mir. And in first position, we have Vasant Valley School, represented by Jay Kapoor. Congratulations. I think both of these participants had a huge fan following during the live stream. We next move on to Mystique, a grueling science event where the judges spared no expense and made sure that our participants knew everything to the T. A very interesting event to watch. Mystique, third position, we have Rukmani Birla Modern High School, represented by Laksha Joshi and Madhav Agrawal. In second position, we have Loreto House, represented by Meghna Ghosh and Aditi Balasya. And in first position, we have a passionate debater who combined science knowledge, Don Bosco Park Circus, represented by Shashwata Roy and Shreyan Mahalanabis. Right, we move on to our next event. Participants who had been working hard, going from event to event, writing under a time crunch, repertoire. So in third position, we have La Martinia for Boys, represented by Mohan Raja Gopal, Siddharth Pujara, Srinjoy Sen, and Aryan Dhanuka. In second position, we have, and again, this was a very close call for second and first, Vasant Valley School, represented by Gauri Minocha, Prakriti Mahajan, Sana Sharma, and Rihanna Soni. And in first position, we have South Point High School, represented by Basundhara Jana, Shomi Mondol, Pritha Bhattacharya, and Vasudha Singh. Right. We move on to a very, very interesting event, Revamp It, where participants had to redesign movie posters as well as fill in a micro tale. And sure, we had some interesting turns there. So, in third position for Revamp It, we have Loreto House, represented by Kanza Shami and Shijoni Nondi. In second position, we have South City International School, represented by Rishita Dev and Yash Sultania. And in first position, we have Vasant Valley School, represented by Shaila Upadhyay and Myra Prasad. Next, we move on to an event which was again live streamed, where students had to embody a character from pop culture and solve the most interesting crisis we could have thought of, Kanye West as president in 2020. Right. So in third position, we have Don Bosco Park Circus, represented by Anuran Mukherjee. In second position, we have Loreto House. And she sure would have made a great politician, Ananya Sinha. And in first position, we have someone whose looks enamored us all, Rukmani Birla Modern High School, represented by Ishan Sharma. We move on to our last event, Zoom In, a photography event where students were made to create mood boards capturing an aesthetic. In third position, we have Loretto House. Right, so there seems to be a slight technical difficulty. I'll just call out the schools for that reason. So in third position for Zoom in, we have Loretto House. In second position, we have Don Bosco Park Circus. And in first position, we have the Assam Valley School. And all the posters look fabulous and they are up on our Instagram page, as is the other content for everyone to view. Right. Next, we'll move on to something all of us have been waiting for ever since we announced it in the representatives meeting, the Best School Award. So we have the second runner-up, which you got a tiny glimpse of, the runner-up, as well as, of course, the Best School Award. So in second runner-up, we have our sister school, Rukmani Birla Modern High School. Congratulations. First runner-up, as you can see, we have Don Bosco Park Circus. And they deserve a huge round of applause because the difference between Rukmani Birla Modern High School, Don Bosco Park Circus was merely a point. And sailing through these events on like online or offline, submission or not, we have, and I would like to invite our co-curricular coordinator, Mrs. Mitro, to announce this. I think she has been our greatest support in organizing this, and it's only fair that she gets to announce the Best School Award. Mrs. Mitro.
Thank you, Moyuki. I don't know about fair, but before I announce the much awaited Best School Award, I would like a huge virtual hug to the entire Maitri MHS team. Girls, you killed it. You did way, way better than we had thought you would, than I had feared you would bungle, and you really, really belied all my expectations. So a big round of applause for all you girls staying up nights, putting your heads together, racking your brains, working out glitches, doing the dummy runs, and harassing me endlessly for the last 1 month. But it's been great fun. Well, as far as Modern High School is concerned, every single participant is a winner. I think the sense of humor, the courage, the resilience, the creativity that all you 400 plus students have shown has been inspiring. But what's a competition without a first prize? So, the Best School Award for Maitri 2020, held on a virtual platform, goes to the Vasant Valley School, Delhi, with 22 points. Everyone, please applaud. Thank you, Moyuki. You can take it from here.
Right, I would hand over the platform to Astha to continue with the vote of thanks.
So now that Maitri 20 has almost officially come to an end, we would now like to extend the vote of thanks. So, firstly, we must acknowledge the tremendous effort which has been put in by the entire MHS Maitri team, from all the 12 event heads to the logistics head and the communication heads, and all the different logistics team, the communication teams, the volunteers, the certificate team. There have been innumerable teams that have been made, and all of them have done a wonderful job. We would also like to thank our principal, Mrs. Mukherjee, and our director, Mrs. Kaur, for giving us the opportunity to host such a fest. And of course, the CCA department and our guiding force, Mrs. Mitra, without whom we assure you this fest would not have been possible. We would also like to extend our thanks to all the principals of the different participating schools for allowing the students to participate in a virtual fest and for taking out the time. We would like to thank the judges who have taken out time from their busy schedule. They have judged events, they have filled in Excel sheets, mailed it, remailed it, and we really need to thank them for taking out the time for us for attending Maitri 20. We would also like to thank the participants without whom the fest would definitely not have been a success, the representatives of the different schools for organizing the participants and everything at their end. And thank you so much for being a part of Maitri 20 virtually. And we hope you enjoyed yourself. And thank you so much once again. With this, we declare Maitri 20 closed.
Thank you so much. Now we'll end the meeting.